like it. I don't like it. I don't like it here. You wouldn't like it. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it here.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it here. So tomorrow we record the first episode of the Pod of Del Torah. When I was doing, I was going up to Justice yesterday, and I decided to record a review for Doc Savage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you finish it?
I finished it. Loved it.
Does it end like right where King Kong
No.
starts? Like
it they leave Skull Island.
Yeah.
And all that,
And as they're leaving, they see the other boat heading their way.
No.
Should we warn them? No, it'll be all right.
No, they'll be fine. But no, but it was actually a really interesting read about especially just kind of like a little. I love going into Skull Island. Skull Island is one of my favorite fantasy islands. I want to know more.
Yeah, I need more lore. I need the ancient civilization of Skull Island.
That's why I read Joe DeVito, because oh no, just screwed up somewhere. Hold on.
Says Cottle.
Double banana. But anyway, so they end up so how the timeline goes with Joe DeVito is you have it's actually kind of cool. So beside Exodus and the Wall, which is the history of the Atu and the Ba'atu, those are the people who live on the island and stuff, and how they came to Skull Island. Because it kind of went with apparently the civilization they were on, volcano erupted, destroyed everything, because they were raising Kongs for gladiatorial purposes originally. So, and then it shows their history and all that stuff. I'll bring it to you. They are actually worth. I actually got the audiobook on Audible. Yeah.
I'm gonna have both of them.
Yeah, it is very well done. So the story goes, you got Doc Savage. Well, after the history books, you got Skull Island Doc Savage, King Kong, well, half of King Kong. Then went to the point to where they capture Kong and leave for New York. In between there, King Kong meets Tarzan.
That doesn't make any sense.
They landed in Africa on the way through.
But King Kong happens in the 30s. Tarzan happens in the 1820s. That makes no sense. Unless they went through a time warp, or it's Tarzan the Fourth.
I haven't read the book yet, so it's on there. I got it on my Kindle. Then so after King Kong meets Tarzan happens, then the second half of King Kong happens, where they go through.
Did you get your vegan or not?
Not yet.
Interference. But this is why this is the realest of podcasts. Because this is 15 minutes in hell. So after they go to New York, then the first beginning of Skull Island happens. Well, of Doc Savage.
Yeah.
And then after that, then King Kong Skull Island happens, where they take Kong back to Skull Island, and you learn the history of the people. Because also apparently, Kong Skull Island, the book takes place 20 years after the initial attack, fall.
And so,
and it deals with Carl Denham's son and the backlash he had to do, his family had to deal with after Carl Denham left.
As you killed King Kong. But you find out there are more Kongs, yeah?
No.
No?
Kong was the last.
But it should be more.
But also apparently like the Joe DeVito, like the Skull Island, like the King Kong, Planet of the Apes, like is in the same universe. I'm not for sure. Well, it's like around the same, kind of the same people who've written it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to revisit it because like it's apparently it's part of the same universe. But I'm excited. It was a good book. I give it a 8.5 out of 10.
8.5.
8.5 out of 10. A 10 out of 10 definitely being like Godzilla in Hell and
That was so good.
Half Century War. And that's what sucks because like that, especially those two books are like pinnacle of kaiju writing in my opinion.
Who did Godzilla in Hell?
Oh, 5 different people.
Oh, so they just each took like a section of Hell?
Yeah. 5 chapters. And the guy who did Half Century War did the first chapter. Probably my favorite one had to be Bob Eggleton's chapter. That was
What section was that?
that was the one where you see Rodan and Geras and Varan.
Yeah.
And because that was like it looked like it was painted because that was actual paintings. Each one of those like pages were hand painted, Heath. I don't think you understand why like I love that chapter so much.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Of all the monsters and kaiju and stuff that Godzilla fought, who is your least favorite?
Who was my least favorite Toho kaiju?
Mm-hmm. All eras, everything. Who were you like, ugh?
Well, the obvious one would probably be Gabra. You know, from Godzilla's Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the fun thing is, like, he's probably the worst one. But when it comes to my, like, least favorite kaiju,
Yeah.
that's a very tough one. Because that's the thing, like, each one is unique in its own way. But I may have to say Kromanga, the giant spider.
Which one is that from?
That was Son of Godzilla.
That's Showa, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Showa. That was the one that big gigantic spider that like shot Godzilla in the eye and tried to eat Minilla.
Because like, it's just a big fucking spider.
It's just a big fucking spider. It didn't really put like, and the funny thing is, it's the fact that the big giant spider gave more of a fight than, you know what? That and Ebra. I would say probably Kromanga and Ebra. Probably my least favorite. Ebra was the sea monster. You know, the giant crab. Because that's the thing, like,
yeah, I didn't care for that one either.
Well, the funny thing is, like Komorga, the giant spider, gave a better fight than the crab did. But but Godzilla vs. Sea Monster is actually one of my favorite Showas.
I didn't like it.
I liked it because it was kind of that spy thriller. It was like kind of like that spy thriller like film. It's laid back, it's easy, and like in the actual like kind of the Red Bamboo like Nazis and all that stuff were actually quite like I found it a fun like spy thrilling story.
It's always Nazis.
That they could have, and then they said, you know what, this is an amazing spy thriller. You know what we're missing? Godzilla.
Yeah.
That is like the point. Like that is the gist of that movie. It's like, you know what? We're missing something here. We got this amazing spy thriller story, but you know what we're missing? A monster.
Yeah, it's almost what it feels like. Like the guy who wrote the script couldn't get anyone to make it, and then he was like, had like sent it to everybody, and Toho was like, "We like your script. We want to make a movie. It needs more Godzilla."
Actually,
there's no Godzilla. Exactly.
it needs to be.
That's your problem.
Actually, like Action Tom on YouTube actually did like he's like I'm a big fan of like his kaiju like breakdown videos.
Mhm.
He actually goes through the history and production of the films, which I love. And he did all the show episode, like all the Heisei and all that. They're worth like each like depending on each one, you may go to like half an hour to an hour long of an episode, and they're really good.
It's anymore when I hear the name Tom, I just think Tom Sharp.
Tom Sharp.
Tom Sharp. I have a burning unanswered question. What was Ava's free gift? Because they don't ask.
I think
I know it's what's his name. It's
Laughing Jack,
when
but
they
like-
first talked to her.
But what would she have
What should
given
she have
him?
given them if she was there?
Because she's alive.
She's alive. She's fine. Yeah. And they mentioned, I wonder if she.
I think they did mention about their free gift.
Well, I think on her sign it's like Tom's. It says, free gift with every purchase, and they were like, but remember we have to ask for it, because Tom's you had to ask. But they don't ask. They don't ask.
To be fair, I don't think they had the time to ask because so much was happening. But
That's what I needed in the wedding, is that Ava shows up and she's like, here's your free gift.
This
It's
is
like water beads or something.
No, and the funny thing is, then they just yell at Tom and say, "See, Tom, this is what a wedding gift is."
Tom's gift is an invoice.
He paid for most of the wedding. He provided most of the wedding and stuff, but he's like... And the people of NORADs were the ones who made the food.
You know they did. But she doesn't mention anything like that.
And that's the sad part, but also, it's like, I think it was the point, it's like, I need to get this book finished.
It was way too abrupt, though. It was like her publisher gave her, okay, we want X amount of pages, and she's just like, oh, it's the most pages I've ever gotten. I'll just have them talk and delve for 9 years, da da da. And then she gets to the end, and she's like, oh shit, I have 2 pages. They get married, and it's beautiful and wonderful, and they have kids. The end. I need more. I need more.
That's the thing. I've been ranking up in Godzilla Battle. Like, well, while you and Sam, while Sam's in the process of doing espionage in Star Trek Fleet Command
And real life.
in real life. So that's the thing. I've still been playing battle sprites for Godzilla.
Oliver plays that on my phone. He likes that a lot.
You want me to give him the best team?
What's the best team?
Oh, my team. I love my team. I have, there's points I have gone, it is rare I lose a game anymore with the team I have.
Where you are the great kaiju master.
Well, dang it. But it is time to go back. Well, until later, everyone. But look out for the Pod of Deltora tomorrow. Thank you for listening to this podcast by The Real Clodo Productions. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did making it. Reach out to us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Real Clodo Productions or at our email at kaijureviewforyou@gmail.com. The Real Cuddle Productions hope you've enjoyed this program.